Alright. So it's been a fun few days. Finally, hopefully on the road to recovery. Maybe I can start getting some stuff done. Thought tonight be a good night to get back to my roots, so to speak. Do a fatal four-way. For those who don't know, fatal four-way is when I take 4 games that are leaving Xbox in the very near future. For this one, I've got 4 games lined up that will be leaving April 15th. So I decided, yeah, let's jump on some of those. Plus, it's 4 games that I don't know if I'd play fully through, that kind of thing. Like this one here. We're starting off with Turbo Golf Racing, which I know nothing about, but it does look like a game that's going to be really hard if I'm somehow golfing with these cars. I don't think I've ever played it before. I like that one has a hook. That may be what gets me to do this. I don't see a hook on that one. I can look around. That one looks more like speed oriented. Let's go with the hook. Well, we're going to play 4 games. And then we'll see how much time I spend on each. If it's 30 minutes on each, if it's less, we'll see. We'll see if this one drives me crazy. We're going to start off with driving duty. Yeah. Make your own jokes with that. Let's see what we can do here. So yeah, again, I know nothing. So this could be awful. But maybe this game will be awesome. I found some great games in my little quest to play every gaming off of Game Pass that I can play. So I want to get this one in. So let's do a tutorial. Let's see. So you gotta have a racing tutorial and a golfing tutorial. It's a race to putt your ball the quickest. Okay. Okay, there's the controls. Accelerate. So I want to hit this. And I want to hit it towards the hole over here, I assume. Are these strokes? Every time I hit it? Does that count? No, it's got to go in the hole, doesn't it? I thought I got it, but it did not go in. And, there we go. Boost rings propel your ball towards the goal. Okay. So I want to hit them towards the rings. Oh wait, there was a ring in front of me. I didn't see it. Ah. Okay, so mostly this is just hit the ball. I am not doing well. Ah. See, anyone who knows me knows my racing skills are not the greatest. There we go. We got to hit on that one. We got to hit that one, and it goes right in. Okay. Almost want to try that one again. Gliding helps to stabilize your landing. Gliding? What's gliding? So I can hit X to glide. Okay. Oops. I was too busy admiring the glide to realize where I was landing. Ah, there's no... Okay. I want to do a quick turn. I can't do it. Alright. So I want to drive right through this. Use our glide. We glided right over the ball. And we will put it in. It's basically Rocket League. There is a lot of Rocket League on this, I will admit it. Hey, Larry. It is actually Turbo Golf Racing is the name of this one. But yeah, it does handle like Rocket League, I will admit. I wasn't very good at Rocket League either. Active cores provide unique abilities when racing, okay? Press that to stick the ball to me and hit it towards that. It stops. Oh no, it didn't. There we go. Okay. That right through there. I'm gonna miss it by an inch. No. I'm getting better already. Yeah, this is just one of 4 games that are going to be leaving Game Pass, and I decided I'll go ahead and try them while I have the chance. I don't know what these are. Let's go with power socket core, sure. Kind of like the shock. Okay, back. Yeah, that's what I want to select. Oh, okay, I gotta select this. Big ball. Off-roader. Yeah. Okay, so I got those selected. Shoot that through the hoop. Hey, get in there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of this. Seems like I'm doing the golf method, though. It said there's training for golf, too. I'm confused. Okay. Woo! Okay, there's a jump. Like this. I don't actually know what boost is. Why? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. I was like, did I miss? Thought I hit that pretty well. Shields can block incoming missiles. Alright, so I got shields. Sell some shields. Ah, incoming! Ah. I got people shooting at me too. Okay. And I get to have missiles. Nice. Who am I shooting at? So that's kind of the tutorial. I can see it. Oh, Goth made it. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were going to make it, Goth. I was like, I'm starting pretty late for you. Okay. So am I in here somewhere? Alright. Hit your ball 5 times. Alright. I will do that. Here we go. And there we go. Boom. Boom, baby. That took a second. Hey, not bad for my first time. Alright, so we're just doing the full. Yeah, I know about the glide. I know about that. I don't know about the boost everybody's getting out of the gate. Missed. I hit an angle. Ah, now I'm in trouble. I'm angling. Oof. That time it just turned on me. Get there. Oh, I missed it by an inch. Oh, that was not enough of a turn. I need ability to be able to do a screeching turn, you know? Leaving tread behind. This is Turbo Golf Racing. One of the games that's leaving Game Pass soon, and I wanted to give it a try. As Larry mentioned, it's Rocket League, essentially, except it's a much bigger course. And I'm trying it out. I figured this was one that I wouldn't play too much of anyway, so this is a good one to start with. I can see where it'd be fun, though. If you could get a group together and play it. But my control is not good enough to be with everybody else on this. Oh, am I gonna make it in? No. Rolling, we're rolling. Rolling. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I'm gonna assume I am. Oh, that looks like an edge. That could be a problem. Oh no, there's a wall. Never mind. Oh, never mind, there's not a wall. I thought there was a wall. Alright, well, I'm in. Okay. I have to clip that one right there. Oh, there's a wall. Nope. Yes, I stink. I know. It's interesting, though. I may encounter cross network. Okay. Got adventures. Apparently, I haven't learned one of the basics. Need the reward, please. Sure, gears. Probably use that to speed up my vehicle. Glide for 5 seconds. I haven't done that. Ooh, what was that? Did I just get thrown into a online game? I wasn't even looking, but okay, sure. Yeah. I just felt like I needed to get some streaming done. I hadn't done much this week. COVID has kicked my butt at times. Very annoying. I gotta learn how to do the boost at the beginning. There's no tutorial about that. An extra balance. Uh-oh, there's shields. That means that people can shoot me. Oh, I missed. Shoot. Oh, that was a bad bounce. Bad shot. Man, I was doing so well. There we go. Got it in. Took me a while. Figured it out. It's one of those games where you're going to need to practice a lot. I mean, I get that feeling. And I'm probably playing against people who have played it 100,000 times before. Thanks for being here, Goth. Get some rest. Oh, I forgot I was going to do that. Ooh, I got a missile. Where's my ball? It's way over there. Fine. I don't even know who I fired at. I fired at somebody who was ahead of me. Curve in, come on, come on. You're right there, you're right there. Woohoo! Second. Hey. Probably finish this challenge and then go to the next game. See if I can compete. Shot of the match. Oh, wow, that is a pretty good shot right in. Wow. Impressive. At least I'm in there. I competed. It's like a lot of us are Xbox. A lot of people are playing it because it's leaving soon. How do you boost? Not with that. I messed that up. Yeah, I'm in trouble now. So I'll boost them down the field at least. That wasn't quite flush. Oh, it's close, yes. Mystery box. I don't know what that is. Ah, that made me miss. I know what that did. I missed badly. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Oh man. I was doing okay. I decided to press Y and boom, I was way off. Did not work out at all. Oh, I hit the tree. I do that in golf, regular golf too. Hit many trees in the past. Back when I used to play. Wasn't that good when I played. I was always more of a football, basketball kind of guy. Nope, I'm not even gonna finish. Time out. Oh well. Gives me a pretty good feel for it, though. This may be one where I get stubborn and I keep trying. Just to see if I can do better. You know? Of course, you can keep leveling up, too. Got a reward, a new car. Okay. I need to get out of this game before I get thrown into another one. But that's Turbo Golf Racing, currently on Xbox Game Pass until the 15th. This one, I mean, it has a name that I just could not ignore. Orcs Must Die 3. I mean, it's a good enough game that Orcs Must Die has happened twice before. You know, that makes it a classic, right? So you gotta try it. Now, personally, I have nothing against orcs, but, you know, I mean, according to this, they must die, so this is part of Game Pass until April 15th, if I can say that correctly. And we're just getting to look at it, see what it's about.
No one knows where
Maximilian?
he is.
No!
He left the Order. He left me with these children. Born with the ability to use rift magic, Egan had no idea how powerful he was.
This Maximilian was the leader of the first
Kelsey
was
the most studious novice in the Order, but she lacked control.
Uh-oh.
I had to test their capabilities.
Well, I recognize that behind you.
A real ogre would have eaten you by now.
Sorry, sorceress.
You will wish for that fate before long.
Think he's ever coming back?
Wow, it's like you're allergic to saying smart stuff.
Come, playtime is over.
Okay. So we don't know what happened to Maximilian, who apparently I'm going to assume was in
All
the
set.
first and
Can't wait.
second game.
Let's
Yeah, I'm ready.
I mean, I gotta go with Egan, I think.
ready to go.
Souped up blunderbuss. Looks
Ready
like
to
fun,
roll.
too. But I've been playing a lot with a bow in 33 Immortals, so let's see. Enemies through the rift reduce rift points. If it reaches 0, you lose. Dun, dun, dun. Load out bar, select different traps and weapons. And currency, placing traps spends this. Okay. So I gotta put out traps. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you already told me that. Why are you telling me that again? Okay. Trap placement is critical. Okay. Heroes have secondary movement abilities. Press your jump button twice. Okay.
Okay, that is definitely not an order rift.
Yeah, I'd like to tell you I knew that,
Am I
but
supposed to be shooting these?
You are correct, Kelsey. That rift is different. Quickly, get traps placed and stay on the move. I will instruct you further when I can.
how do we hear her when we
Okay.
can't see her?
So,
Telepathy, genius.
trap here. Can I go
Now,
through here?
Let's
Nope,
try out
can't.
these traps for real.
So I put out a trap. So then I'm going to be running through here. I assume that's what it's showing me. How many traps can I put? Put a whole wall? Seems like that'd be a good idea. Then a wave is going to come. Let's go ahead and put another wave here. And then they come around here. And they go for my rift, which I don't want them to get to my rift. So therefore, put another series here. I bet you I could be actually doing this differently. Because, I mean, they're showing me where they're going, so I probably could ambush them. But that's about all the traps I can do. So, okay, the traps don't trigger on me. That was one thing I wasn't sure about. Put that there. Okay, choose my defense. Do you want help with inventory? What do we got? I mean, I already set them all. Thank you. I don't actually need that.
Good to go.
Let's unleash the horde. A bow ready. Can I power up? Power shot. Oh yeah.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken
this-
through a gate. Here they
Skadoosh.
come.
Well, that was quick. Can I fire through this? Oh, no. Bam. Bam.
I'm getting the hang of this.
You. Hey, well, they're not getting through this gate. If this is the only direction they can come from right now, then I think I'm good.
Let's do it.
Let's do another wave.
More enemies on the way.
I'm ready and blammo. Okay, it doesn't go through the purple haze. Oh, he got through. What happened to my traps?
Hey, magic's running low.
Magic's running low. I didn't know my magic would run out. Shoot. Does it refresh as I go? Yeah, it does.
One for team order.
Okay. Okay. Learning. I'm learning. Minimum magic. Gotcha.
Let's do this.
Interesting. So, it's basically a game you gotta learn how to position everything just right. So I need to probably not be shooting these guys until they get through my traps. They're delayed. Time delayed. Take him down. Take him down. Will not shoot indiscriminately this time. How did you get through that? Off.
Think you got what it takes?
Okay. How many of them are getting through the previous straps? That's an issue for me. Okay.
Feeling
Yeah. Death. Death and destruction. It is a beautiful thing. Yeah, I probably could have done the traps a lot better, but you know, I'm not gonna worry about it. Actually, I can. I have money now, so I'm gonna find out some of these other traps. What is this? A wall trap? Let's put that one up. How did I get to the inventory? It showed me earlier. Not that button. Not that button. It's just shooting. I can't get to inventory. Just do this. I kind of like having wall traps. That's kind of cool. That's extra. I lost it.
Uh-huh. Dead.
There. So another wall trap there. Seems like wall traps here are
I'm feeling this one.
shoot all the way up the area, right? So let's do that, and then just in case I get through somehow. There we go. I feel better now. I can always make this a little bit more dangerous. There we go. All right.
Okay, here I come.
Unleash the Horde.
More enemies on the way!
Takes me back to World of Warcraft.
Sure is a long line to the back.
Here they go. Just getting through. Arrows, arrows, arrows. I am. More arrows. I don't even know what it is. I'm gonna grab it. Risk to my life. Woohoo! Hey. He's swinging at me. My arrows are doing the job. We're doing it. We are dominating. Yep, taking arrows to the butt. Sucks. You know, sometimes that happens.
We did it.
And voila! Okay. So it's basically a set the path kind of game, okay? I got 4 out of 5 skulls. Didn't do well enough to get 5 skulls. I earned a gravity pillar. Alright. So I can add... Okay. Acid geyser. Only got a broomstone floor. Let's do the acid. See what that one looks like. We'll get that added in. Probably could have upgraded, but let's do it now. Okay. Let's continue. See what happens. Don't forget to place traps. That's a pretty good tip. I mean,
Man, the sorceress is
it
really
is a
tossing
very
us into
good
the
tip.
deep end of the pool.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
so-
way more
Ooh, we got
intense than the usual
stairs.
training sessions.
Here.
This is not part of your training. There's something different about these new rifts.
What about
Every
this
war
door?
mage in the Order is investigating.
Right now.
Finally, we get to be real heroes like
Right
Maximilian.
now they're just coming from
I will
here.
settle for
so
you two
let's
staying alive,
set this up.
keeping the orcs out of the rift.
They must just go in the same place. He runs across there. Big guy goes to the right. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and put this down.
Yeah, looking
Put
good.
this down. And up here. It's like, yeah,
Let her rip.
here. I'll put a couple there. You know, I kind of want to see what this one does, although it's not telling me. Oh, it's a rooftop one. Gotcha. Where's the big guy go? Right here. Oh, shoot. Easier if I could see exactly where he's going. Let's see. So looks like right here. Let's put one there. Let's go with that for now. I don't want to blow all my money yet. So I might need it for later.
All right.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates.
Yes, they are.
The door is down.
Ah, they're getting thrown in the air. Shoot, didn't put any traps this far. Obviously, my traps did not work. So many got through.
Well, all right.
Oof. Okay, that didn't work at all. Something here wasn't working. This strap didn't work. Huh. Alright. Well, now it's not showing me anything, though. Wait a second. Aha. Now I gotta jury-rig the other one. Hopefully do a better job than I did on this last one. Alright, let's make this one a little more stout. What do you say?
That's the stuff.
Come around. A couple of these up. And we'll go ahead and rig this
Should be good.
here. Okay. Because they almost got here. Because this will work for the other side too. I mean, it just makes sense, right? Start with
I hope that works.
and we'll put a little arrow here. Because that'll hit on the other side. Alright, and we're out of money. So
Let's get it.
find out what happens here. See
More
if I did any
enemies
better
on the
this
way.
time.
Enemies are attacking on another front.
On another front, on
They
another
breached
door, you
another
mean?
door.
Let's take some numbers
Here they
down.
come. Stop, stop.
Ow.
Don't get attached to each other. Oil.
We're on fire.
And there we go. Alright. Okay. We're back on this one? Where are they? Oh, no, they're coming from there. And from there. They're coming from both sides. Okay. So here we badly need to make it a little stronger, because we did not do a good job last time.
Now that's an orc stopper.
Try and rig here, I think.
That'll work.
Feel better if I have a few more.
I'm feeling this one.
Okay, and that's all I can do, so... I couldn't rig the other side at all. I'm trusting that side will work.
Yep,
All right.
all good.
Multi-stream coming at me. And on that one to do a little more killing this time. How are we doing up here? Where are they all coming from? Guys getting through. Throw that guy off. There's everybody that's getting through.
Who's next?
Throw that guy. Anyone here? No. Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay. So we got more coming from this direction. Better to have more traps. I think I need more here, honestly. This is where I'm gonna need to really hammer 'em.
That's the stuff.
Here. And I got one more of these just for
All right.
All right.
Now or never.
what we got here.
More enemies on the way!
Watch his pony. Narrow down their numbers a little bit. Oh shoot. It's already almost through. Ah.
I can do this.
We are holding our ground, but barely.
Want more?
Our magic's running out.
Anyone else?
Whew. All right. We survived that. Last wave. Okay. Good. What's here? I feel like the arrows aren't doing enough. That's the main problem I'm seeing right now. They're doing something, but I need them to do more. Up there. I don't have a trap. I should put one here. And put that there. Up there. Alright, let's see what we can do over here. Make it a little more deadly.
This will catch him off guard.
Alright. Let's see if
Ready
these
to
traps
roll.
work. Because orcs
More
must die.
enemies
That's
on
the
the
name of the
way.
game. That is the name of the game.
Does anyone
Ho-ho! Kaboom!
Doesn't kill them. That just slows them down.
Is anyone going
Ah.
to charge bomb into
I don't think I did a very good job.
Not going to work.
Too many of them are getting through. Oh, I missed that entirely.
Who's
I'm out
next?
of
They're
ammo.
entering the rift!
One made it into the rift, but that was the only one. Okay. I got bonus 3 skulls. Okay. So you can retry. You can keep adding more unique traps. I can see this. It's not too bad. I'm sure the difficulty keeps going up. It's like Lemmings, only you're trying to kill the Lemmings before they can make it to the cliff. That's basically it. Okay, okay. And then you can make your traps better. I bought ice and I didn't place any. Like if I choose this, I got 8 skulls. So I can add lightning damage or arcane damage. That gets me an achievement. Yay. So you can add more damage to the ones you use more often. Probably make it more. Okay. I haven't killed enough people with this one to be able to do it. But apparently I can increase the damage. So that's good. Now that I did that, can I retry? Now that I have a little bit more strength in my shots, I just want to retry just to try it. I mean, also to see if I can figure out how to do the acid. Once I've done that, then I'll probably move on to the next game.
The sorceress is really tossing us into the deep end of the pool.
Yeah, it's way more intense than the usual training sessions.
This is not part of your training. There's something different about these new
There's
rifts.
some traps.
Every war mage in the Order is investigating.
I'm going to put
Finally,
this
we get to be real
here.
heroes like Maximilian.
I will settle for you
Why?
two staying alive and keeping the orcs out of the rift.
defenses. I'll put that in there because I want to try the acid. I kind of want to try the tar trap too, but tar trap just slows the enemy. I want actual damage. A blunderbuss. Interesting. Okay, so I got that set up. So this is the acid trap. See this guy. Looks like 2 of them walk right through here. Let's put an acid trap there and see what happens. You know, why not, right? Oops. And I'm going to put a few down here just to get me started.
Should be good.
And then we're good. All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's see.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of
And
our
they are
gates.
charging us. Hold the
door is
line.
down.
Hold the door. I want to bring up some Game of Thrones trauma. Go into the acid. I want to see. Okay. Not as much as I was hoping for.
Oh, there's food at the end of this line.
Gets through, will die. Bam. Bam. Bam.
I'm
Bam.
getting the hang of this.
Okay. Now I gotta set it up for over here. Let's see here. So right here.
Yeah, looking good.
Here. And then
Let her rip.
put here. Put an acid trap
I hope that works.
here. I'm already out of points, which is bad. Put that here then. Let's see what happens.
Get it going.
Somebody wants to go home.
Enemies are
I
attacking
don't know if that's
on another
me or if
front.
that's somebody else.
They've breached another door.
They breached.
Here they come.
Ah. Burn in the acid. Go ahead. kill. That's real pain. Could have put up spikes to kill. Gosh.
There are enemies in our rift room.
I see them.
Ow!
They're entering the rift.
We did it.
Yeah. Going with the acid has messed me up. Now they're going to be coming from both directions, and I don't have much of anything here. Alright, well, let's see if I can make this a little stronger.
This will catch him off guard.
Some new traps. Seal this off. Here, here. Alright, and we need one right here to help me out here. Alright.
All
Best
set.
I can do. Who's getting them first? Ah! Okay, trap's working there. Not up here. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Death to the orcs. All orcs.
Enemies at the
Let's do
rift.
this.
Nope. He's not at the rift. It's fine. Everything's fine. Down some tar. Trying to slow people down. I probably should have put more into other stuff.
Ready to
Okay.
fight.
We're gonna slow some people. That'll help. Maybe. None of them made it through. That's good. Charged up and waiting. Hurt. No, I have not seen your best friend. Come on, arrows, do your thing. Slow them down.
They're almost there.
You get through unscathed, pretty much.
Enemies at the rift.
We're on fire.
Woohoo! Alright. I need to just a little bit stronger here.
Yeah, looking good.
We're going with spike traps. That's my best option. Everything else is working okay, but to see a little bit more. Go ahead and
Now that's an orc stop.
one more layer. There we go. All right.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Final wave. It's gonna be a lot. Okay. They're all getting killed. This is good. For you. No problem. Oh,
There are
moved on me.
enemies in our rift room.
There we go.
Is this a chow line?
How are you unscathed? So you didn't make it very far. Let you guys get spike,
Well, all right.
and I dance. I'm happy. Alright. I didn't do any better. But I'm learning. You learn which traps work better, I think. Now, did the spike floor traps actually have lightning? No, I didn't. Or arcane damage. Mention that arcane damage. Alright. Like you can go to reduce cooldown. That's pretty important. Alright. Okay, well, I think that pretty much wraps us up with Orcs Must Die 3. Kind of get a good feel for how the game is. If you want to play this, it's available on Game Pass until April 15th. Then usually they come back at some point, you hope, but not always. So that covered to a slightly different game, Homestead Arcana, which sounded like it was a mixture of farming and witchcraft, which was intriguing. So I'm giving it a try. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you? Again, it's one of those games I didn't know if I'd play for a long period of time anyway, so might as well do it in a fatal four-way. Hammer through them. See what comes up. After confirming your character. Billy's fine, sure. How do I can rotate, but what else can I do? So I can't change name or anything. Edit, I can change the name, okay. But can I do anything else with body type or anything? Nope. Okay. Barely notice a change, but okay. This is all fine. Everything's good. I'm not going to worry about this too much. Billy. Let's confirm Billy's adventure. Billy. Billie Jean is not my lover. Billie Jean and Billy the Kid from Young Guns. Those are the two Billies I grew up with. I feel like there's another Billy, like a blonde-haired Billy, who was fighting the power or something. I can't remember. It's been a long time.
The world was not always covered in miasma.
Okay. Good to know.
As a matter of fact, we used to live all over the surface of the earth, in scattered outposts and bustling cities. Whether it was by divine punishment or by consequence of human greed, we lost all those things, and more. These days, folks live on barren mountaintops, fearing the day the miasma's fog rises high enough to poison what little land there is left. Certainly, there were a brave few who tried to stem the tide, but they paid dearly for it, with nothing in return. No, there is little hope for long-term survival now.
This is a post-apocalyptic game.
Towns
I did
like
not know
Little
that.
Rock endure to thrive as much as they possibly can. With the time they have left, they establish initiatives like the Homestead Arcana program, which places witches of age at lower elevations so they may cultivate plants for back home. with the lack of viable land. This means witches settle right next to the border where the miasma lies. Though Little Rock Council cannot officially take action, they strongly advise these witches to avoid the miasma at all costs.
Okay, I'm already a little more
For fear
intrigued.
of death, or worse.
This one has a lot more of a story than I thought was going to have in it. Huh. It's also got that southern twang going on.
This is your stop, ain't it?
If you say so. Oh yeah. Any
Got everything on you, bud?
self-respecting witch needs to have a talking cat. Talking black cat.
Thanks for the ride, Abraham.
Yep. Well, see you later. Son willing, of course.
Miasma looks pretty evil.
Let's mosey on.
Gotta say, looks very, very evil. Alright, so we got movement. We got a cat. Don't have a lot of instructions. Talk to Huckleberry after reaching the bottom of the hill. Okay. Let's walk down the hill then. Actually, let's run down the hill. Okay, this is just learning the movements, seeing the animation, seeing what's going on. And we're looking for Huckleberry. Huckleberry Finn or Huckleberry Hound. Something about this music is always relaxing. Okay, still spinning. Yep, there we are. About time you got here, cat.
And there it is.
Took you too long.
Dust Eater. That means we've
Oh,
reached
you're
the spot.
Huckleberry. Okay.
This place has hardly changed. Well, except for all that miasma. Yeah, Aunt Matilda's old homestead is somewhere in that canyon. Of course, it's covered in miasma now. Who knows what's left? Anyway, Councilman Narrows has given me the honor of overseeing your initiation rites. Normally,
Oh dear.
he'd be
Initiation.
present, of course, but I've only been back for a week, you know? I wanted to see for myself how much you've improved since I last saw you. So the first rite is to establish a home. After all, you can't be a homesteader without a home. Unfortunately,
That makes
you'll need
sense.
to start off with a tent. Not the most sturdy of structures, but gotta start somewhere.
Okay, we're starting with a tent. Sure. What do we got? Homesteader's tent. Okay. So, oop, wrong one. This one. Open this. I got a tent. Build. Okay, and I gotta find. Oh, well, it's pretty clear. It's right here.
Yeah,
Place it.
that'll
There we
keep the
go.
elements out. Probably. Maybe. Don't worry. You'll get the materials to build a proper house before long. Just like your Aunt Matilda did. Now,
Well, I'm getting the feeling something bad happened to Aunt Matilda.
You'll need to plant a seedling and then make it grow. We'll start with a Little Rock favorite. Corn.
Little Rock. Okay. Okay, so I need to plant corn. I got a corn right here. Is that my field? looks like too far from garden. Where's the garden? Is this the garden? This is a garden? Okay.
All right. Now I want to see you
All right.
cast a watering spell.
Sure, I can do that, I'm sure. Modern spells, modern spells. Something in here, recipes. I'm not seeing anything that looks like a watering spell. Tend to corn. I can move. I don't know what I can do. Right. Oh, here we go. Press arrow. Okay, so I tend the corn and then I can water.
That should help it grow.
Okay.
At least a little. Of course, channeling is much more effective. You do know how to
Channeling.
channel, right?
Well, I channel all the time when I'm looking through TV.
Yeah, obviously. Well,
I probably should have said, help me with that. Alright, so we do this and start channeling. Okay. Each mana is attracted to your cursor. So we try and get them all in there. And there we go. Alright. We got corn! Okay. Oh, I don't think I meant to do that, but okay, I'm watering it again. Okay. So, we go on this. Get off of channeling. And then move. How do I get it on the corn? There we go. Harvest corn.
beautiful. Imagine if you couldn't
Yes, it's
channel.
beautiful.
Your plants would take forever to grow. Of course, you don't want to overdo it and blight the poor thing. All things in moderation, right?
Oops.
The second rite is complete. And now, time for the third. You'll prove yourself as a witch by building a cauldron and then brewing spell potions.
Ah, isn't that like
Now, I can't
cliche?
just give you
Cauldrons,
a
spell
cauldron.
potions.
That's part of the witching test. But technically, a workbench doesn't have anything to do with being a witch, right?
Oh, you say so? Okay. So I can place a workbench. Gotcha. But first, I was kind of hoping to harvest this other item, maybe. Harvest that. Okay, exit corn. And let's see here. We need to put up a workbench somewhere. Doesn't matter where. Can it be anywhere?
I don't mean to nag, but are you sure that's the best place for it? Try moving it to a better spot.
Okay. So what if I put it over here
Not
then?
sure if that's a good spot for it either. No matter. If you change your
Huckleberry, would
mind,
you just
can
tell me
move
where
it
you
in.
want it?
Anyway, the cauldron. You'll need wood for the foundation, lavender for purification, and metal for the, well, cauldron. You can get some of those things in the meadow to the north, but that's blocked off. Luckily, I have all the ingredients you need.
You're gonna help me cheat? Yay. Okay. Lavender, wood, metal cluster. Okay. We go in here. Crafting stations, basic cauldron. need to load the items first, though? I guess it loads them for me. Okay. I wasn't sure. It's going to work for me, and there we go. Okay, I'd like to grab that there. How do I get... Oh, swap side. Okay. Alright.
Very nice. All it needs now is something
We're
brilliant
learning.
in there, and you'll be a real witch. Which brings me to the third right.
I feel like I'm a real witch already, personally.
With
I've
what
been
you
sent into a
currently
death
got, You'd
zone.
only be able to make a ripple potion, but that's all right. Ripple is plenty useful. Oh, right. You need silver. Before you ask, I do have some on me, but these will be the last of the handouts.
Okay, so I need to plant my cauldron. I'll put it right next to the workbench, just because. And then potion, I want to craft a ripple spell potion, whatever that does. It's crafting, it's crafting, it's crafting, and we have a ripple. Okay, ripple spell potion. Highlights items, creatures, and sight ranges. I don't know what that
People are
means.
always losing
Okay.
things, right? And Ripple is great for finding stuff. So this will be a bestseller for sure. Anywho, you've just completed the initiation rites. So you're now officially a part of the Homestead Arcana program. Congratulations.
Well, how be?
Your reward lies in... Oh no. You have to understand the miasmatides are unpredictable. When I hit it a week ago, the border was a good 10 yards away. What I'm saying is, I think your prize is in the miasma. Kid, it's the miasma. The air is pure poison, and the things that live in there. I was hoping it wasn't going to come to this. Well, not so soon, anyway. When you're ready, meet me by the border and listen to my instructions, okay?
Huckleberry, I think you're putting me in danger early here. I kind of think that's an issue. Alright, supposed to meet them at the border. I don't know if I should be worrying about my plants. Where's the border again? Do I have a map? That doesn't show me anything. I don't know where the border is. Talk to Huckleberry in front of the miasma. Where's the miasma? Where's the big cloud of ugly? Is it here anywhere? I can run, right? Yeah. Okay. I can run this way. I can't jump. Which is a bummer. Okay, that kind of looks like miasma.
All right.
Hey, cat, what did you
As soon
do?
as you walk through that veil, you're gonna be breathing miasma, and you're really gonna feel it in your lungs. That's why it's important that you
So I
find the
hold my
reward
breath?
as soon as possible. It's in a crate not too far from here, but it might be hard to see it. Drinking a ripple potion will enchant your sight and help you see better. Come on, give it a sip.
Ah. Okay. That's what the ripple's good for. Gotcha. So let's go ahead and drink. You feel the sweet and sharp tang of the spell go down your throat. Alright, you should be able to cast it now. Well, I don't already have it. I have to cast it. How do I cast? Begin casting the spell with... Okay, like this. Am I casting?
Notice how I'm big and bright? Anything important will light up like I do. Okay.
Okay.
Don't stay too long in the miasma. keep an eye out for a wooden crate. It shouldn't be too far from the entrance.
Alright, let's go find out. Second. Alright. So I gotta go in here. The poison. We're looking for a box. See a box. I do see a box. Pick up blasting powder. Okay. Get out of here. Run. Run. It's gross out here. Whew. All right.
You okay? Are you dizzy? How's your breath? Your blood pressure?
I survived.
Sure? Maybe it's some miasma talking. Either way, we need to get you some food.
I mean, food sounds
The
good.
box had
Yeah.
blasting powder, right?
Oops.
You should be able to use it to destroy the pink stone that's blocking the path up north. Over there, we should be able to
Okay.
get you a quick bite to eat.
Alright, so there's a something that's blocking a wall. So I gotta find that. It said to the north. I wish I had a. I mean, this is. I do have a compass. So this is a wall to the north. There's my home. This is to the north. Don't really see anything though. Huh. Nothing too obvious here. Oh, it does go up here though. Ah, okay. This is north as well. Alright. Well, I'm not going north anymore. I am going up. Going all the way up. It's got a nice view, but I'm not sure we get anything else. other than that.
How's it going?
I'm lost.
All right.
I'm lost. Apparently this wasn't where I was supposed to go. Can't run off the edge, can I? Okay. Let's use the blasting powder to unblock the path to the western field. But it said go north, but now it says western field. Looking for a big boulder. Big boulder somewhere. Anywhere. Big boulder. And we got this area here. We got our home. Here. Okay, this is where I get picked up for flights. Gotcha. This is just water. I don't see anything here that would qualify as a boulder. Alright. We're just mapping this place out now, at this point. Because, I mean, this map doesn't really show me where a boulder would be. Western would be this way? No, that looks east, according to my compass. Did I move east? I can't tell. I already went up here, which is where I thought it would be, but it was not. I don't see any other paths that break off from this one. This just leads to a lookout area. Boulder, technically there. Yeah, this is just the lookout. So, look on my map. I can see where I am. So I probably want to go to that other side. Let's give that a shot. Let's go to the other side. Just follow the tip of my pointed hat, apparently. Looks like there's something over here. I do see something glowing. Is that it? No, 'cause there's one there and there too. Map. Yeah, I'm not there yet. Okay, here's my farm. Go around this way and let's see. What is this? A bell that is unavailable. Oh, what's this? Is this it? I was standing awfully close to be using blasting powder. I need an apple. I need an apple. What's an apple look like? Oh, I think that's an apple right there. Crab apples.
Oh, a crab apple. Give it a bite.
I will. I'm gonna just harvest 2 of them because I'm greedy. So I want to come here. I want
Feeling
to
better?
consume.
You should keep looking around here, by the way. Lots of wood, metal, various herbs and spices. Now, I understand that you might want to explore the miasma some more, but there are other things you can be doing. For example, Abraham should be coming back any time now, and when he does, he'll have useful things to buy. And oh, I think you have mail. You should always be checking your mail. Never know what's going to be in there.
How could I have mail if Abraham's not here yet? Of course there is magic. I mean, seems to me like this is a long distance game where you're just gonna have to keep farming and building. Oh, got a journal. Huh. Is this for me? Is this from me, or is... No, this is somebody else. Topher cloves. Got a wild onion. Thank you. I will take you. You're mine. Oh yeah. Tend to that. How did I do water earlier? This. Am I watering it? Seems like I'm watering it. Hey, UK Paul. Yeah, I'm just goofing around with this game. I've been playing a series of games that are leaving Game Pass soon, so I call it a fatal 4-way. So I gotta play through them all. Games that I normally wouldn't play for too long, but since they're leaving, I'll give them a try. Channel some on this wild onion. See if I can build it up. I don't know. It didn't grow any with the water. Let's see. Oh, yep, that worked. Channeling worked. Okay. Oh. Guess I accidentally took it out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did see that I had a guy jump in. I hadn't worried about it too much yet. Need to figure out how to clear it out. I've got my stream manager up. I just don't see a way to blast it out. I have to do more research. I haven't worried about stuff like that yet. If I don't even know how to delete a comment, I don't think I'll be able to do make you a mod yet, but I'll work on it. I need to just spend some time to research. Let's see, is able to reply. Warn. Timeout. Man. There we go. That should work. Alright. Since I just figured that out. And make sure I don't accidentally ban UK Ball. Okay. I think I figured it out. That's the crabapple tree. I don't know how much more of this I want to play because it seems like a game that's going to take a lot of time. Oh, good. Compost. Hooray. Don't want to know who made that compost. It was just sitting there in a pot. Tend metal. Is this a metal plant? What is this? Harvest metal cluster. Okay. Things are kind of bleak in this world. That metal is growing on a plant. Does that mean that I can grow this? Let me see. Can I water metal? I'm slowly learning. I haven't bothered to educate myself too much. I need to work on that, but at least now I know how to delete it. Let's see. Go ahead and channel. I am channeling on a metal plant. Because everyone knows that metal comes from plants. There's my cursor. Where's my cursor? Up there we go. Don't know if that actually did much. I can harvest one piece of metal. Okay. Well, you gotta find a way to go. I mean, that just seems important. But traveling, yeah, I can see that. Bank holidays can get pretty crazy. Need to see what's out here, and then I may jump to the next game. I'm not even sure how long I've been playing this one. Found more compost. Birch tree. Is there something on a birch tree? Oh, I can harvest the wood, of course. Yeah, it's just, this game is basically a farming game, harvesting game. It's intriguing in that there's an evil cloud that apparently has taken over the world, and this is basically post-apocalyptic because this is the only place that's high enough up not to be consumed by the cloud. Huh. Catnip. I knew it. This is actually Hunger Games. Alright, well. Okay, that's gonna probably stop on this game. Is Homestead Arcana. It's intriguing. The fact that you've got, you know, this evil stuff down there that I guess you're gonna start battling as you grow along and learn how to harvest and all. Gosh, that seems like it's growing higher and more dangerous as I look at it. Some parts that could be intriguing. If you want to give it a try, April 15th is when it leaves Game Pass. Alright, so with that said, this one I've heard of. I don't think I've ever played it, but I've heard of it. You're watching a WrestleMania a day? Those get longer and longer as you go. It's gonna get harder and harder. So here we go, we got Kona. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but going with that. Kind of a detective-ish one, first person. Got some good music. Get down with this music. I kind of saved this one till the end because this is the one I've heard of. I don't think I've ever played it, actually, but I have heard of it. My fear is that I'm not great with first person. But we'll see how it goes. So I am driving, but I cannot.
Carl Flaubert
Northern
sought
Quebec.
information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal.
I want to put the
William
brakes
Hamilton,
on trains there.
a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always
Don't
been.
just throw a lit
The
cigarette
client
out there, you
pays,
jerk.
Carl gets it done.
Learn in the first minute that I'm a jerk. You see who you see. Randy Orton
They had
face.
set up to meet at the general
That's the
store.
big question right
his
now.
client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
It's William Hamilton's village. He's also a graffiti artist. He's put his signature everywhere.
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
Okay. So we're starting out. Me just doing a walkthrough. Okay. God, that engine is loud. So that could be how they write him off. He's suspended and not at WrestleMania, but they'd be foolish. Off of WrestleMania. They need to have him face somebody. Either if it's somebody returning, somebody from TNA, somebody from NXT. Find something. Flyer. It will be good. Okay. Not really selling it to me, but okay. And yes, I know the irony now. I'm playing a game about Canada. Everything that's been going on. We don't talk about stuff like that on this channel. probably could. Okay, is there a page 3? There's a page 3. Country of Manistan and its people wish to see you very soon. That's even ominous. Got a second. Got a map. Much. Keep his phone. Yeah, I saw about Punk's favor. It's an interesting choice that he's made. He wants him in his corner, but I think that's going to backfire on him. So,
Hamilton never mentioned a road-blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it. Still not a soul
break the
in
lock.
sight. There was no point in waiting any longer. Carl had to figure this one out by himself.
Well, I saw a rock. Let's grab this rock. There's a rock right there that would break the lock. Tools. Tools? Those tools. Cigarettes, matches, and Polaroid film. Do I have something in the car? An old pickup here. Toolbox back here. Got fire starter. Hey, well, got up there. Got tools up there. That's not ominous at all. Turns is not easy. Okay. Nice. It's unlocked. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Tools. There's still a toolbox in there I would like to take. Can I take it? It's not. It's not letting me. So I've taken all I can. Okay. Let's head back down then. Did I just hear a howl? I heard a howl. It's in the trash. Yay, glass bottle. I can do so much with that. I mean, it's empty. It's like liquid. Over here, I've got a tool. It's not an equipment, so inventory. What's that?
The cutters made quick work of the chain. What better way to investigate vandals than to get into their shoes? Carl, the professional vandal, thought, reveling in the irony of the situation. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
Do we normally talk about ourselves in the third person? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Ace.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
See if I can get through here. Yay, made it.
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent men. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses. But the last
he
straw
owned
was the
everything.
reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Okay, so the evil landowner needs help. And so the evil smoker who throws his cigarette into the middle of a forest is going to go help him. Oh, shoot. Oh. Ow. Ow. And thus ends the game. Well, that was fun. A few hours later.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
Whoa. Everything just changed. What the heck? You sure I didn't die in the crash? There's our title card. Do I have chains? I do not have chains. If I had chains, I can get the car out. Back and do that. Now,
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold. The driver had taken
really
off.
hit me.
It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help. It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
Isn't that the guy who wanted me to be here? Got a photo. Isabel photo. Okay.
Such heart-wrenching Nordic poetry that was. But Carl didn't care much about flowery language.
And I look in the back. You got chains back here? First aid kit. There we go. That's it. In the back seat. It's cold.
This deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside. His life depended on it.
Yep. It's cold. Didn't find anything there. Kind of annoyed that somebody wrecked and then they just left. They didn't even check on it.
The cold was burning Carl. He would not hold up much longer. He had to warm himself.
Okay. I mean, I got fire starters and stuff, but I think I left them in the car. I have to go back. Some logs. Inside. And I got matches. There's a fireplace. Start fire. There we go. Alright. Warming ourselves by the fire. Because it's very cold.
Even better than he had hoped.
We got chains.
Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
Guess I'm warmed up so I can go back. Alright. Anything up here like that glass? First aid kit. Alright. This way. freezing. Freezing again. If I can get my car going, I can have heat. My car's still running. Car was in bad shape. I picked up something to heal me. Where is it? Swimmable, maybe? Swimmable. Better. Picky. Alright, chains. Yay. See. This is not great. Whoa. I love the music, though. I'm looking for. Hopefully I'll know it when I see it.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes. The Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
There's a post office box here. So wouldn't I want to go this way? That mean there's a person here? Is there a house? Let me see that house. Oh, a fence here. There's a house. Okay, hang on. Let's go down to this. Not to wreck into it. Stop. Give me the option earlier.
Now wasn't a good time to wander about. Hamilton was still out there.
Aw, glad to see he was in the house. Alright. Looking for the guy who hit me and abandoned me. Found Roy's house. I don't know if I have a map or anything, but hopefully that's on a map. Nice. I could see, I guess. I don't know. It didn't really tell me where I'm supposed to be going. Apparently it wasn't Roy's house. Another house?
John Bedard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie. The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Where's the general store? Let's see a car. General store. It's driving now, it's not me. And I got an achievement for reaching the general store. I'm running on fumes. Can I gas up?
Monks wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
I gotta say, I never thought of calling it divine nectar. That's a new one for me.
a milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottle.
What is milk?
The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
La Frais Pasteurie. Pasteurized milk. Yeah, I got that much. Look at those prices. We are back in time. Oh! I'll come back later. No, I guess I should probably find out what's going on.
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
Go ahead and take some old school photographs. Yes. Okay. I guess we'll keep that picture. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do.
What could be
Photographer.
inside that envelope?
Took a picture.
Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
I messed up. Do I have that in my documents now?
What could be inside that
Option
envelope?
to read.
Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box
There's
for the
nothing
Canadian
inside.
Secret Service. Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
Oh my gosh. I'm not getting paid. That is horrible. His hand looks interesting. Can I zoom or anything? No? Okay. This place is a mess. Well, thank you. Don't know how much film I have. This is not digital cameras. Probably don't have that much. Not in the mood to drink maple syrup. Come on, it's always time to drink maple syrup. Mysterious unbranded candles. Coute d'Enfance. French lessons from school were a long time ago. So I'm investigating now, trying to figure out who killed this man. Is it the same man who almost killed me? Might as well steal the matches while I'm here. They're very important.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already. A nice
Dialogue is
picture of the Magasin
so good.
Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten. Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this
Interesting,
roaming
it's
the area,
saving what I'm
wolves
looking
would
at.
become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
Okay. Secretary wouldn't be luxury. It's pretty much passive. Cast register instructions. Punch the price, press sale, turn the crank 2 times. Punch the machine if it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, then you could read the French version. Okay. Punch the price, press sale, turn crank. Twice. Okay, gotcha. I don't know if there's anything important in these. I've already seen this before. Switch. But I want to turn the electricity off.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time. The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be
Garage
supplied
and the
with
store.
electricity at the
So you can
same
only-
time.
So if we don't want it in the store anymore, turn that off. We turn the switch. Electricity from generator, electricity from power line. Okay. Huh.
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
We got the generators currently running.
Carl was no
It's
electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
So this is the garage. Start a fire to save. Yay. Warm myself up. Can I put down the camera?
Carl, ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Case of vandalism, crash, cold mist. So there's lots of stuff you have to find and collect, clearly. Huh. There's a lot of stuff at the crash.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
Oh, I did not find a key. An interesting one.
Something fell to the bottom of the box.
So there's something in there. Turn power back on. Too dark. Turn on. Okay. So I need to find duct tape. Find key. Search the bottom. That's what I would think.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Someone just blow up my car? Generator doesn't blow up. It's kind of dark. See if there's any. Look right there for some. Here we go. Told me how to open the cash register, so let's try it. Duct tape. Needed that. Customer
According
credit.
to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Yep, I can see that. No. Yeah. Equipment. Switch to the flashlight. Make this a lot easier. There's a pencil in there. Got a key, garage key. I needed that.
Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
A lot of sarcasm in this letter. We'll say that.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Okay. So 23. Right. There we go. We got money. I'm not allowed to grab the key. Take the key. Most keys pretty important. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. I'll make stuff nicer. Okay. Let's go back inside. Get close. Something did fall.
Ooh, the murder weapon.
Okay.
What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to
Another
keep some
key.
information secret to post-procedure. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense.
The key to that lockbox.
Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
Needing immediate help from his country. Oh boy. Couldn't put the name. The Honorable Buh. Okay. Already come through here. Those are my footprints. Now I can get in here. So open this. I may need to go turn off the power in there so I can have power. I think I'm hearing a fire. I did set a fire outside earlier. Is that what I'm hearing? What happened to this car? Some hardware. Some more tools. Cleanest spot in the area. Yeah, I can see that. This is interesting to have a whole beam stuck in here with the tire too. Interesting. Can I open the doors?
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Yet. That's probably why I need to add power. Okay. me. This is the last game, so I don't have to hurry this one. I won't be playing for too much longer. Warm myself up. Fix the generator. I found the TV. Fix that. Duct tape. Duct tape fixes everything. Okay. Generator running. Here.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
So all we need to do is turn off the store. Make sure that's on. And let's switch this off to the generator. The generator's running. So now I should have power. Just getting into the fire, it seems. Warmed up. I'm not seeing power. Oh yeah, that light's on. So I do have power. Question is, this button. Activating lift. Okay. Looks like it gets me a crowbar.
At long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point.
Yeah, crowbar has multiple uses. Is that it? Is there anything else I can use? Okay, well, we got a crowbar. We do have the ability to turn the pumps gas up. I don't need power. So. Over here. Let's off the garage, turn on my flashlight. Crowbar. Why I need the crowbar, but there's something up top. Record player. So if I turn on two. That sounds familiar. Come on. Alright, let's gas up. Where's my gas can? Oh, guess I did. Okay.
Carl knew straight away where to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there.
Yep, it would. That said, I'm intrigued by this one. I'm interested in the mystery. It's all snowy now. Have I gone to Silent Hill? I may keep trying this one. But I think I've been going for 2 hours. My voice is already showing wear and tear. I've been sick all week. So we've gone through 4 games. Hopefully, if you've watched this whole video, you've seen something you liked and maybe want to go try. All these games are leaving by April 15th from Game Pass. They'll all still be for sale. So, you know, take a look around, see what you can find. You know? If it's worth it to you. This has been Kona. Finishing up with this one. Fatal Four-Way. This is Ace from No Game Unturned. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.